know, especially in the summer, we have a variety of different communities that are coming here. So I wanted to create a program that could access that community, those communities, the black and brown communities, the white communities, all the communities that come here, Asian communities that come here, to emphasize one main point, and that is STEM education will prepare our communities, our kids for a future that is incredible. And uh, when is the last time you've seen an astronaut on Martha's Vineyard? So when you come here, you normally talk about space. You normally talk about the future. You don't normally think, where that's headed. And so I called upon some of my friends, fellow astronauts, and I said, "Come help me with this mission to begin to expose young people to math and science, but more importantly, where we're going in the future."
What was the age where you were like, oh yeah, astronaut seems like a possible profession for me?
I've always had a love for STEM, science, math, stuff like that. But when I was like really young, like 3, 4 years old, my my parents took me to the Johnson Space Center, and then they showed me the large space shuttles, and then I asked them if I would be able to fly one of those one day, and they told me that if I went to flight school and like got into aviation, and I would be able to I would be able to fly it one day.
And how old were you back then?
I was about 3, 3.5 years old.
How was it like interacting with fellow astronauts and like speaking to people that you look up to, aspire to be? How was it like interacting with them? How was it like uh, sharing the stage with them?
I I felt really e- nervous at first, but then when I got up there, the nervousness kind of like dimmed down, and then I felt like I was just having a conversation with like a mentor.
Right. Um, who is it that you were most excited to meet at this event?
Uh, I really wanted to meet everyone, but I was really excited to meet Victor Glover because my family and we've met him before, and then like we've been to like his house in Texas, so we kind of have like a previous relationship with him.
Yeah, the main thing I think it's important for kids to understand that they're infinite beings with infinite possibilities, which means that they were born for a reason, that they were born with certain talents that are uniquely theirs, and that they were born with the ability to do anything that they want to do in life. And just those words will help you decide on who you are and where you're going in the future. So that would be my message.
Where would you like to go when you travel to outer space?
To the hot sun. I met astronauts and I went into a capsule.
We're excited about it.
Yeah.
Again, my wife is a scientist as a physician. We respect the fact that if you don't have a fundamental, or I should say, core educational experience in the sciences, it'll be very challenging to be a part of the future as far as being able to find work that is meaningful, not only to yourself, but making a difference for your communities.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
An artist and a fashion designer, kind of.
Right. So, Club for the Future, the way we're trying to engage the next generation, we do everything from any human on the planet can send us as many postcards as they want, art, their vision of dreams for the future. We'll fly them in space and return them. And I don't know if you've ever seen a cynical teenager. If you start to talk about space, if you introduce them to an astronaut, or if you give them, hey, there's this thing you created that went to space, it shows them that they too can access much bigger than the kind of their backyard, and so it inspires. We have over 10,000 employees. All of them are just, do-gooders. They want to go pay it forward. They want to go inspire the next generation, work with them on any of their science projects, or just kind of inspire them to get into the STEM fields or the art fields or things that will truly inspire and help humanity progress. So yeah, humans are going to continue to progress into space. We've got out of our orbit. We've escaped our gravity well. We've gone to the moon. We've sent probes to every single planet in our solar system. We're going back to the moon, and this time it's going to be to stay effectively, so we can start to prove out on the moon how we use in-space resources. So we're just at the beginning of this, and it's decades before we're truly able to benefit from the resources of space. But the cost to access space and to keep humans in space to go find those resources, costs are coming down, and that's going to have a big impact on future generations.
So we're going to be on the moon. In fact, one of the astronauts that's here today will be the pilot of the what's called Artemis 2. It'll be the first time we've been back to the moon in about 50-something years. It's been a while. So that's where we're going. That's going to be the jumping off spot for us to go to Mars and to really explore our solar system. But before that, there are going to be orbiting platforms with various missions, and industries are going to be developed around these low Earth platforms, and then eventually the moon. So we will be spacefaring human beings. And one last thing I want to remind people of, since we've been involved in the International Space Station now, that's been up for almost 30 years, there will be no time in the future where we will not have a human presence in space. So we are, we are spacefaring